Hey, you're watching Music for Miles, your go-to resource for all things music and guitar. Today is a nice buying guide I put together if you're looking to buy a Donner guitar. We're going to be covering electric, acoustic, and some of their effects. If you want to take advantage of these really good holiday offers, I suggest you stick around and check this video out. Hey, welcome to the channel. This is Music for Miles. What we do here is all things guitar, music, pro audio, vinyl. If those are areas you are interested in, I suggest you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss out on some of my future videos. All right, today's video is a nice buying guide I put together with my picks and my recommendations with Donner's guitar lineup. We're gonna first cover their acoustic offerings. We're then gonna dive into their electric, and we're gonna highlight some of their cool effects. Now, before we dive into this guide, I will be putting chapters below, so if you wanna jump to a certain section, feel free to do so right now. All right, so kicking off the acoustic picks, we're going to start with the lowest priced acoustic model on Donner's website currently, and that is going to be the DAG1C. The DAG1C is a great entry-level guitar if you're looking to play guitar or you're looking for a guitar to buy for your kids or somebody who's looking to take lessons. This is a very low price point. This is coming in at $169, and there's also some additional sales going on. This guitar features a spruce top, a mahogany back. It has some really cool high-end features like this mother of pearl Donner logo on the headstock. Does have very nice black tuning machines. Has a very comfortable neck profile. It also features some really cool design elements such as binding. You do get some binding on there, and you do get some binding around the sound hole. Now, this guitar is also going to come with a lot of accessories. It's going to come with a tuner, an extra pair of strings, some picks. It's going to come with the tools you need to adjust the truss rod, and it's also going to come with a pickguard if you like to put a pickguard on here. I personally like the bare look of the spruce top. I think it looks really cool. It does have a full-bodied acoustic sound. It also comes with a nice gig bag that has backpack straps, so if you want to take this to and from lessons, you're going to have an easy way to transport it. So that is what I recommend for the entry-level offering when it comes to acoustic guitars. So why don't we explore the mid-level tier that I'm going to suggest for those looking to get something that is a little more travel-friendly and a little more on the higher end. All right, so now we're stepping up in the quality and the price point. Now, the next acoustic guitar I would recommend for those trying to have something that's a little more travel-friendly, a little more durable, still not an acoustic electric, but something that you could feel a little more confident performing with and sticking in the car, I would recommend the Rising G1 from Donner. Now, this is a really cool, unique guitar because this is a carbon fiber and wood mix. So we're gonna have that 300K carbon fiber here on the top, which means it's gonna give you that additional stability. You're not gonna have to worry about this cracking. It's not as susceptible to things such as humidity and heat, so if you wanna move around this guitar, travel, you're not really gonna have to worry about that. Also has a really cool design on the fretboard with a nice little cutoff here. You do have a horn-mounted sound hole, which is really cool and modern. As you go down, you can see this is a compact design. You do have a nice compact headstock here. Again, here is the back with the nice wood patterns all the way back here. Now, this is African mahogany. This does come with a nice travel case, also comes with an extra pair of strings, comes with a guitar strap, picks, and this one also comes with a clear pick guard if you want to put a clear pick guard on here. But again, I think this one looks really cool because of the carbon fiber all by itself. I just did a very in-depth review on this guitar. If you want to check out that in-depth review, you can check it out up here where I do some really good sound samples. And overall, this is one of my favorite acoustic offerings from Donner. Gives you that really modern look with modern technology, but still sounds like a classic acoustic. Price point on this one's a little more expensive, so we're talking $269. You're probably gonna be able to find a pretty good deal with Black Friday going on. All right, so that is my second pick when it comes to the acoustic models that Donner has to offer. So why don't we dive into my third? All right, so jumping up in the price point and in quality, I'm gonna suggest here the Hush I Pro. Now this is not a traditional acoustic guitar. It is an acoustic guitar that's headless, and it does have built-in electronics, so you could bring this to a gig, you could plug in, you could record with this, you could practice with this, pretty much anything you can think of. It's also extremely travel friendly. This thing breaks down to a very small size that you can actually bring as a carry-on on an airplane. This is jumping up in the price range. This is coming in around $399, but you can get about $50 off currently if you were to look at this on Amazon. There's also gonna be some really cool holiday sales on this guitar. Now, I did a full breakdown of the Hush I Pro, which you can check out up here. I'm gonna link to that video. Highly suggest you check it out if you're thinking about buying this acoustic. But the advantages you have here is it is a traditional mahogany and maple fretboard, but you get these modern electronics built into here that could pretty much make this guitar sound like any of the classic acoustic models out there. If you're familiar with impulse responses when it comes to amp modeling, it's the same concept. There's impulse responses for different acoustic models. So if you want the classic Gibson sound or Martin or Taylor, you can definitely get that out of the software that's built into this guitar. Now you get 18 presets that are fully customizable, so you could take this, gig with this guitar, get those different models out. There is a direct out if you want to go to front of house. There is a headphone jack on here if you want to practice by yourself. There's also app connectivity if you wanted to connect via Bluetooth and jam to music silently. This also is one of the only guitars that Donner offers with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. It is recharged through USB-C. All the hardware is this really cool brushed aluminum. Very classy pearl white. I highly recommend you guys check out the Hush I Pro. Again, if you want some more sound samples and more in-depth review, please check out my full dedicated video to this really cool model. Okay, so let's move on to my electric guitar suggestions. First model I'm gonna recommend to you is actually not the lowest model that Donner makes, but it's pretty low down there. This is the DST-100. Now this has a very classic Fender Strat style to it. This one I'm looking at here has the amber sunburst. Here's the back of the guitar. A nice feature here too is you have these holes so you can quickly change your strings without taking off the back plate, which is very nice. Pretty much just a standard Strat model. Now, the cool thing about this guitar is you are gonna have a basswood body, and you're going to have a Purple Heart fretboard. Very comfortable. The fret ends on this are very comfortable as well. The electronics were well done. I've done an actual in-depth review of the DST-100 and the 152. If you guys want to check a more in-depth review where I take this thing apart and do a lot of sound samples, you can check that out up here. This is what I would recommend for a beginner guitar player. You know, if you're buying this for your kid, if you're looking for a present, or yourself, you're trying to get into electric guitar but you don't want to break the bank, this is a great selection. As with a lot of Donner models, you're gonna get a lot of quality packed into these guitars for the price you're going to pay. Now for $190, I would highly recommend this over something like an entry-level Squire. The attention to detail and the sound of this is actually really good. So what I'm gonna do now is just plug this in, give you guys a quick sound sample of what this model sounds like. Comes with a gig bag, comes with a mini amp, also comes with a tuner and an extra pair of strings, picks, and strap. You get all the accessories you need to start playing. So again, those who are looking to learn how to play electric guitar, you're just getting into it, or if you are someone who's looking for a lower price point Strat, this will be a great model for you, the DST-100. Now we're moving up in the price point and the quality and features. Now the second guitar I'm going to recommend for you guys is this brand new DST-550. This is a newer model that is being offered for 2024, and this thing is absolutely rad. Starting off with the fretboard, you get a nice roasted maple fretboard, super premium. You get a nice poplar body with a cool custom blue, kind of ice blue paint job that has a lot of sparkle in it. Now look at the heel contour here. So the heel where the neck and the body meet is a modern deep cut, which is really cool and gives you a lot of extra room. They even have a little thumb carve out here for your thumb to fit in when you're hitting those higher notes up top. Comes with these nice premium locking tuners. It's gonna help with tuning stability. Now you are going to get a nice bone nut on this. Comes with a premium 2-point trim system with an adjustment for your tremolo arm. We're gonna have a humbucker and 2 single coils, and there is an option to split the coil on the humbucker using the switch right here. Now these are gonna be ceramic pickups. You have 22 frets on this guitar. You are gonna have a dual action truss rod with the adjustment down here at the bottom of the neck with the roller type truss rod adjustment. This one's coming in currently on the website with the holiday deal at $313, which is a steal. This is a very high quality guitar, and the MSRP on this is around 400 bucks. So why don't we go ahead, plug this guitar in and see how it sounds. There you go, that's some quick sound samples of the DST-550. I'm going to be doing a full in-depth review on this guitar. I think this is a gig-worthy guitar if you're looking for a Strat type model that you can eventually modify if you'd like. This is a very high quality guitar. Now again, this is going to be coming in at the quality you would get with some of the Ibanez import models. DST-550, I highly recommend you check this one out. Now we're moving up the price point just a little bit, but the next suggestion I'm gonna have for an electric guitar, which will also be very beneficial for those who are looking to travel with their electric guitar, is going to be the Hush X. Now the cool thing about the Hush X, which I have in this nice tobacco burst, is this thing is compact, you can travel with it, and it also has a very unique feature. It gives you the option of having an active pickup set or a passive. So once you put the battery in this guitar, it's up to you if you want to have the active sound or the passive. Now this also has silent practice, so there is a headphone jack in here if you want to plug in and practice silently without bugging anybody. It also has an option to jam along with other music if you'd like to pull in an auxiliary. Now this does feature a really cool and modern pickup selection switch, which I've actually never seen done before. So you do have a bridge, you have a bridge split, which is going to go between your single coil and your humbucker, and then you just go straight to the single coil. It has a stacked volume knob too, which again, this is another unique feature of the Donner Hush series. You have your volume here, and then stacked on top, you do have your tone. What this does is it keeps it extremely compact, so you can get the body size even smaller. Now this also has the quick release system, so if you want to put the frame on, it is done in seconds now, instead of having to use Allen keys like they had with the previous Hush models. Just so you guys can see, this is how small the guitar is with nothing on it, no frame, nothing at all. I mean, this thing is tiny. It looks like a paddle that you can stick in your pocket. But the connection system is very easy. You do have a connector here. You just pull back on it. You align it with the hole. It clicks into place, and that's it. It is ready to go. So you have a bottom one and a top one, which kind of gives you the resemblance of a horn, Strat model kind of thing. The little horn here. Once you're connected there, you're set. And another cool feature here too is there is a hidden compartment where the battery is, and that's where all of your tools are gonna be kept. Again, once you open up the back cavity here, that's where your battery goes, that's where you put your strings through, but you also get this really cool tool set that stays with the guitar at all times. So if you need to adjust it, set your action, mess with your truss rod, all of your tools are packed in here. Now I did a full in-depth review of the Hush X, which you can check out up here. But again, this one's gonna be coming in around $373. You cannot beat the price for the quality you're getting for this headless guitar. It's very comfortable for playing chords at the bottom of the neck and really comfortable for playing lead at the top. Now we're moving up into the pro level guitar, and that's going to be Donner's highest offering currently, and this is the DST-700. I just did a full review on this awesome guitar. I can attest that you can use this in a professional environment, whether you're recording or if you're gigging live. It has lots of really cool modern features. Starting off with the beautiful roasted maple neck, very premium roast maple job that they did on this. It does have very nice modern frets. If you go to the back here, you do get some premium locking tuners. You do get a premium bone nut on this guitar. The one I have here is this nice kind of forest green. Now the pickup configuration here is you're gonna have single humbucker. You're gonna get a stainless steel 2-point trem arm that can go very low, almost like a Floyd Rose. This thing is really, really nice. You do have a 5-way pickup selector as well as a coil split for the humbucker here. It's using ultra premium speed knobs, which is great. It has a recessed input jack, which is something that's unique to this guitar as well. I did a full breakdown of this guitar in the video you can link to here. I was very much blown away by it, but this is a very expensive guitar when it comes to Donner standards. Most people are used to spending $100 to $400 max on a guitar from Donner. A little bit weary about buying something that was manufactured in the People's Republic of China that is over 500 bucks, but I can attest to the quality of this guitar. I was actually very surprised by it. Even has a modern neck heel here, lots of easy access to the upper frets. Again, does have that roller truss rod, dual truss rod adjustment here at the bottom of the neck. And for those diehard metal players, there is another finish you can get of this model. It is the natural finish, which is a mahogany body, and it is going to have a humbucker configuration. However, you do lose the roasted maple neck, which I think is really the selling point of this model. It is so well done. So this is the DST-700. You guys should really check this one out if you're looking for the top tier, top of the line Donner model. This is going to be your ticket. Now I'm going to go ahead and give you some of my quick suggestions on their effects pedals. The cool thing about Donner when it comes to effects pedals is they're actually clones of super expensive guitar pedals, and they get it extremely close. So if you don't want to pay 600 bucks to build a pedal board, you could do it on the cheap with Donner. And the first thing I'm going to start off with is one of the best bangs for your buck that you can possibly have, and that's going to be with the Donner Triple Threat. Now this is a collaboration between Third Man Hardware and Donner, which is owned and ran by Jack White of all people, and Jack White is known for his quality when it comes to anything he puts his name on. The really cool thing about this is they chose Jack White's 3 favorite analog effects. They put it into one analog pedal. You're gonna get distortion, a phaser, and an echo. I did an in-depth review on this. You can watch the full video here, but here's a quick sound sample of how rad this thing sounds. And the best part is this comes in at $99. So $100, you get 3 effects. And if you're not looking to break the bank, this is 100% gig worthy. The sound quality on this, like I said, is extremely close to what they're cloning. And not only that, this thing is very small. I mean, you can put this in your pocket. That's how small this thing is. So yeah, the Donner Triple Threat, definitely check that out. All right, so believe it or not, these pedals get even cheaper. Now, the next pedal I'm gonna recommend for you guys is the Yellow Fall. Now, this is an analog delay, but this is an extremely high quality analog delay that you can get for, I kid you not, 40 bucks right now on Amazon. This is gonna have some of those vintage delay sounds. For 40 bucks, you really can't go wrong. All right, so the next effects pedal I'm gonna recommend for you guys is the Triple Looper. Now this is a looping pedal from Donner. It's gonna come in around 60 to 70 bucks. Now the crazy thing about this looper pedal is you get 3 different banks on this looper pedal at 30 minutes each with unlimited overdubs. That's absolutely insane. That's like 90 minutes of loop time with this one small pedal. This also has a nice little digital display that gives you a time operation so you can see where you are in the loop pattern. It is ultra compact, very small. It can fit on any pedal board. I did an in-depth review on this pedal here, which you guys can check out. But if you're a guitar player looking for a looper and you're not looking to spend over 100 bucks, this is gonna be the ticket for you. Again, this is around 60 to 70 bucks. You can get on Amazon right now. It's $79 with a $4 coupon. Now those are the ones I wanted to highlight, but I just wanted to show you guys, this is a nice little pedal board that I built with using nothing but mini pedals. I have the Triple Threat up here, which I already went over. I have the Morpher Distortion, which is an analog distortion that sounds great. I did a full in-depth video on this one. We got the Blues Driver, the Yellow Fall Delay. We have this really cool volume and wah pedal in 2-in-1. But what I'm trying to get to is that you can build a full pedal board with Donner's mini effects. And like I said, I could vouch for the quality of them. They are clones. They're clones of much more expensive pedals, but the way that they're cloning them are true to the sound. Most of these are analog true bypass, and they are very, very, very cheap. You could build a whole pedal board like this for under 300 bucks. It's crazy. All right, guys, so that was my Donner buying guide for 2024. Moving into 2025, Donner does have some more models that they're going to be releasing. But like I said, you can look forward to a full in-depth review of the DST-550 coming soon. And as always, what did you guys think of this? What guitars are you interested in? And what would you like me to check out next? Until next time, I am Michael. Thanks so much for watching. See ya.
Go!